Morning, let's clear the energy. Ready? So there's no major aspects in the astrology list today. But what I figured out is, because there is, if you're in a codependent situation, which is what we've been talking about in the cards, there's a chance of forced issues and a bit of tension. One party might be trying to keep the peace because that's what we want today, is peace, playfulness, but there will be underlying energy of dominance. Somebody wants to be dominant and somebody wants to express themselves. So it might not be in a good way because there's a square from Venus to Neptune. So somebody might try and force issues because of the codependency, and we may be living in a bit of an illusion just to keep the peace. Okay, so let's see what they can add to that with the card. Because we've got Moon in Leo, which is about your expression, and Venus squares Neptune. So people won't want to be ignored, that is a fact. They'll want to be paid attention to, but things will be brushed under the carpet for now, trying to keep the peace. So let's see. Oh, better change the calendar. Here we are, 2nd of May. So, what do we need to know, Spirit, please? Aquarius, I know. No, oh no, I think that was a private read it came out in. So, Aquarius. Now, this doesn't mean it's only for Aquariuses. It means this is the energy that Spirit wants us to think about. Number 23 may have importance for some of you. And this is about wishes and dreams, which is what we're thinking about. We're in illusions today, daydreaming about what could be. Wishes and dreams possibly coming true. And it's saying the way to predict your future is to invent it. That's what they want. They want you to invent your future. You can expect to be tested and shown waves of the future, in good or bad. Ruled by the planet of sudden light, Uranus, but in earlier times Saturn, the planet of wisdom. Aquarians tend to have a natural aptitude for genius, so you may have an Aquarian in your life, or this may be the energy that's surrounding you at the minute. Sudden light bulb moments where the switch goes on and you realise something. Even those that are not geniuses are able to collect facts and knowledge far beyond the scope of those of other signs because of their vast intelligence. It doesn't take Aquarians long to see that they are superior in intellect to most people, which goes with the astrology because some of us may be feeling that we're dominant. This gives them a certain disdain over anything they view as common or ordinary. So don't be looking down on people today. As seers of the future, Aquarians are ahead of the game and have accurate visions of the way things will be. So today you may actually see a glimpse of how things are going to be, especially if you're in a codependent situation. You might suddenly realise something. This is why the sign of Aquarius rules science fiction and anything brand new. In reality, Aquarians see waves of the future in a way the rest of us cannot. Aquarians can be very stubborn in their views. That goes with the Taurus energy at the minute. And even when those views appear off the wall to others, which they will because we're daydreaming today, They will fight long and hard just to have the freedom to stay weird. And they will fight the rest of us to stay weird as well. Whatever is taboo or outlandish greatly appeals to you, if only in the imagination. So oftentimes there are artists, inventors and speculative writers, which is what today's about, creativity. As the air sign, meaning they're primarily mental, means they think more than anything else, than emotional, they can be great humanitarians but not very practical. And inside every Aquarian, no matter how attractive or glamorous, lives a geek. The type who wants to escape, which is going with the astrology today, we want to escape the mundane world and enter the realms of fantasy cons, the graphic novels, appointed games and role-playing. At the same time, they can be rational and tend not to get caught up in emotional dramas. You won't want to do that because you're trying to brush things under the carpet. Aquarians are more interested in friendship over romantic relationships. In fact, Aquarians are at first a friend before being a lover, unless of course you insult them by disagreeing with their far-fetched ideas, then your history. And that might happen today with, as I say, self-expression and pride. Aquarians are very attracted to people with other ethnicities and races, so if they do decide to couple up with someone, it's generally a person who does not come from the same background, or sometimes even the opposite gender. Through all relationships, Aquarians will develop and grow, often as some kind of artist. Yet there is always a disconnect quality to Aquarians, and that is the astrology for today. Disconnect and creativity. They are noticeably peculiar in this, and they pride themselves. There's that word again, pride. If the Aquarius card presents itself in a reading, you can be assured friends and friendly alliances are about to help you achieve your goals. It's possible you are to meet a group of people or become involved in organisations that will support you in an unusual plan or idea. It may be like a family group, so it could be this page. But the emphasis will be placed primarily on the ideas of the crowd. If so, you can consider yourself the idealistic Pied Piper at the front of the group. Well, you lot are all quiet and just listen. You may find yourself dealing with persons from exotic or dissimilar backgrounds, those of a different ethnicity or culture from yours, which you will learn greatly. Transgender people and cross-dressing may possibly mean something in your world right now. You will acquire different concepts and approaches through these dealings, which are changing you. In the coming months, travelling to faraway exotic places is likely to factor in. Mastering new technology and dealing with futuristic concepts will be of benefit to you. Whatever you accomplish in the near future will be based on how well you mastered these ideas and approaches. Science fiction or fantasy may become a subject of an art form for you. Another meaning behind this card is the meeting up of cutting-edge people who challenge what you believe to be true or established, though it may not be. Many times these people will be artists. With this card, you're likely to be mastering something new and untried, which will lead you to greater awareness and success. So that's good, isn't it? Thanks for listening.